Genshin will never be the same. With the release of the new nodkrai characters, we're going to get characters like Inepa that produce new reactions just like Lunar Charge, as you see here. Lunar Charge is basically Electro Charge, but evolved in a way that Electro Charge can now crit. This is a little unusual, but it just means that it's a new mechanic Genshin is kind of slowly introducing to the game, and slowly more and more characters from nodkrai are going to have this lunar effect to them. Now, this lunar effect could mean multiple things, but in Electro Charge sense, it affects the crit of the Electro Charge reaction itself, and it goes for the highest amount of mastery that a character has. So if your character has X amount of mastery, it will go for the highest amount that you used that created that reaction. It might sound weird, but it is pretty simple. And if you guys see in the background, you guys can see the crits that are in the radiant colors, and more reactions are going to come out with that type of, scaling, with evolved type of reaction. This probably means that certain characters will lock that certain reaction to them. Like Inepa has Lunar Charge, we're probably going to get certain characters that have Lunar Bloom, Lunar Melt, Lunar whatever it may be, to those specific characters. And I think that's the whole gimmick with those new characters. Now, that does not mean that we won't get something else for nodkrai, just like the movement mechanics we got for Natlan. But this does mean that this is a new type of reaction, and you're going to have to really focus hard on it in the upcoming patches, because we already know Genshin is going to go all out in all of the game modes. So if you guys want to beat any of the content, you're going to be a lunar expert by the end of it. So if you want access to any of these reactions, you're going to have those specific characters. Like Inepa, if you want Lunar Charge, he's the only one that provides it right now. Of course, in the future, we'll get more characters just like flins who can actually unleash this reaction as well. But for now, Inepa is the sole character. In fact, Inepa is probably going to be the character that helps Lunar Charge really come into play with flins in the same team. We're probably going to need both of them at the same time. But hey, it is what it is. Inepa is a pretty great character herself, so I'm pretty excited to see what they do with reactions, like the new lunar reactions that we probably are going to get, similar to Lunar Charge. Are we going to see Bloom do crit? Are we going to see Nahida level C2 reactions on these characters? I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely something to be excited about. So flins is going to be released in the new nodkrai region, and we saw a little bit of a teaser with the Welcome Moon song from, I think it was Gamescom or whatever it was. We saw a little teaser, and he looks absolutely amazing. He does look like he is a Spear Electro character, which I'm very excited about. We already have a lot of polearm characters that are Electro. I mean, Inepa is one. Well, Raiden Shogun, we just have a lot of polearm characters that do Electro, and I think it's just how it is. But yeah, we're definitely going to see some pretty cool stuff with flins, and I'm very excited for his release. And let me know, are you guys going to get flins yourself? Is he a character that you guys are excited for? Are you waiting for another character? Atlas maybe? I don't know, let me know in the comments. But this definitely changes a lot in Genshin. If all the reactions are going to get a buff like this, or a change, definitely going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, let me know.